Okay, pretty short break. I just love the game too much. I just love Dark Souls. What can you say? I'm just so excited to run around aimlessly. Let's see what's going on. See what's going on with this Dark Root Basin. How do I get there? Undead Parish. Got it. Do I go get those souls? I guess I go get those souls. Wait, didn't I die? Yeah, I died to the dudes. I don't have any souls to get. Okay, never mind. Undead Parish. Oh boy, I want some more dragon scales. What's this guy got going on? Oh, excuse me. What? Everyone's into the raw club and the Zweihander. It's like the only good weapons I have. Yes, there's a Titanite demon in the catacombs, but I will never go back to the catacombs no matter how much anybody pays me. It'll never happen. Unequivocally, never again. Oh, boy, you feel stupid. Yeah, give me those. Num 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 num. My items are a little messed up here. My binoculars back. It's really stormy out. You had like 2 hours of nice weather. And suddenly it's like the wind party. We're going this way, right? Wait. Okay, you're gonna be a jerk about it, huh? Yes, all the moss clumps. Okay, there's that Hydra over this way. I don't remember which way is which. Oh, boy, do you feel stupid. Being beaten up, bullied, trolled. 2 different times I attempted to type in the LAC stream. And one time I had the word noobs in it, and one time I used the word trolled. And in both circumstances it said, your comment does not, like... Your comment does not vibe with our moderation settings. And I was like, this is pretty mild, fellas, I gotta say. This is pretty light language. This is where the 3 guys are gonna swarm me, right? Where does this go? He's coming. He came through the door. Oh, yeah, it just opens out. No. Keep spinning. Yes. Moss clumps. Okay, so have I not been here before? Oh shit. What the hell? How did I never go here? Was I just always scared of this door? Oh, nice. This is way too many dudes. Alright. Time to play Ring Around the Tree. That was Vine Lash. Oh. Oh! I only feel like this is not necessarily the guy I should be worrying about. Did I just... These guys are so weak. Alright. God, I want more. God, I want more club levels. Alright. I guess I'll check this out now. It's like the most basic look in the game. So what am I looking at? 46.2? Oof. $268. This is kind of like a little bit shit, right? Because this is like just so much better. 272, 77. Was it this one or was it the Silver Knight gloves? 46.2. I think I can probably get... This is a pretty good setup. What the fuck is that? Ooh. Something gave me the tag there. Holy cow. Tree's moving. Where am I? Hit pretty hard. Well, not really, but... Doink. Green Blossom? Oh, that's a stamina one. That would actually be a good thing to put on my bars. Spooky Lake. Wish I could get much more of those. That'd be great. This area is pretty covered, except for this part over here. What do you have to say? Hey, what? Only 5,000 souls. It's not the worst thing if it falls in. I'm gonna check that other way before I make the all-committing jump. Remember the other way, the two main paths at the beginning of Darkroot Basin did give what looked like some sort of entry to a castle. Maybe it doesn't, but maybe it does. Guys get up a little bit too slow to be a real risk thus far. What's going on here? Amazing ring, nice. Wolf ring. Boost poise, love it. Okay, what's down there? Looks like a death. What's over there? Can I make that jump? I think I'd make the jump easier if I had less stuff on me, but we're just gonna go for it. Easy. Okay, where am I? Nice, more of those, please. Okay, this is kind of familiar. Clank. Okay, I'm here again. I guess I'll check out that other way. Then I can drop down to the basin if I wanted. When those guys are out, they're really out. Oh. She's so hard. Is there two? Oh. Oh. This is an upsetting looking creature. Some sort of snake gecko. Clink. Alright, nothing else in here. Nice. Damn, those guys are so fucking weak. Is there anything else around here? More snakies? Like I'm not gonna notice that. Oh, that's so upsetting. Okay, that's everything for here, right? Alright, so let's see what this main entrance is. Charmer ahead, what does that mean? Just the angle of it really suggests it's that bush. Where am I going? find out. This looks like something I'm going to die at. Oh. This doesn't look like a battle I can do very much in. Okay. Okay. Whatever you say, lady. Just perch right there, looking all cute. Charmer head. Maybe this is some quest line or someone's supposed to be activated there that I haven't activated. I don't know where I'm going, or what's the point of me being here. Oh. Watchtower basement key. Divine Ember. Homeward Bone. Definitely looks like a blacksmith. Watchtower basement key. What watchtower would that be? Okay. Watchtower basement key. It's not the one in New Londo. It could be the one like at the base of Firelink Shrine where you start New Londo. Could be something completely different. I'm gonna backtrack. There was that basin I could drop down to, and then there's the other path. Where there's the Hydra, and that eventually leads to the Valley of the Drakes. Watchtower basement. Watchtower basement. Watchtower basement. I mean, hopefully it's another part of this area. Oh, those stupid dudes. I'm not going in there again. Forget them. How are these guys back? Why not? I don't think I've like restarted or anything. Yeah, there's still corpses there. He just didn't set up last time, I guess. No. There's the way down. Is that here or is that a different path? This is the way down. This is where the Black Knight was the first time, if I recall. recall correctly. That Hydra's gonna be a challenge. I remember being really annoying to get near it with all those projectiles. Oh. Get it! Oh! So close. If I had done the normal strike, the stab strike, I think it would have hit it. But for some reason my guy decided to do a big swing. Nice. Nice little archer set. And now where do I go? Is that more of a drop? No, I think this is the right way. Okay, yeah. I think the crystal guys are here, right? Or do you feel stupid? Explosion is so annoying. Oh, full kill? Are you using multiple hit me? Nice. Okay, did I... Please tell me I rested at that bonfire. Okay, good. Alright. Not it for me right now, I'm sorry. Whatever you have, I don't want it. Whatever you have, it ain't enough. You though. Necessary evil. Please leave me alone. Hit me with a real vine lash. Okay. Is that the hardest thing ever to get close to those guys? You don't even have to loot them. They just give you the business. Alright. These dudes are hitting me with some sort of dastardly fucking water damage that splashes so hard, and then it seems that multiple hits can hit you. So it's not fun. Anything over here? Did I put on magic damage yet? What are these guys saying? This is the Black Knight? I feel like I should probably go the other way. Considering that's where my souls are. That's all there is here. pretty weird. Bonfire ahead with the 0 up upvotes. What's going on? Guess it's not the most thrilling bonfire ever. I guess there's a certain argument that once you have the wolf ring, you can do a lighter set. Can you go up here? Yeah, whatever. I'll deal with this later. I want to get that. I want to get that Hydra out of the way. The Hydra with the infinite fucking sight range. Simmer down. Nice attack. It's kind of scary. How do I fight this guy? One head down. Hit him again. Go hit him again. What? Okay, lesson learned. You can only go so far in there. Okay, just stay on the shore, so once they get into strike range, and then just take out each head. One at a time. I like how they come into the earth and kind of like shake themselves off a little bit. Look at them wet. Why are you already ready? Clink, clank, clonk, clonk. Where's that guy running from? Who spotted him? What's the animation on me? Is it the wolf ring? Fucker. Too slow. Okay, let's get this guy a little closer to me. Got him. Oh. This hill is nice for blocking that. Let's see what's happening. Heal, heal quick. They got some real variance to where those are going. I can't tell if they're fast or slow sometimes. Okay. Hit something. Am I hitting anything or not? Got one. Oh. Late dodge. Oh. Yeah, always in the same spot. Another one. Okay. Hit him again. It's kind of hard to like see what's going on here, huh? There's one here. It's always the same spot. Oh, I hit the rock instead. Right? Feels so clumsy. Oh shit. Oh, please. Okay, this is so awkward. Oh, that was one, right? Yeah. Only left. Go into that. Oh, there's two there, okay. Okay, two more. They don't have a whole lot of brains in them, do they? Don't into that. I don't like that one. That one feels like the one where... One's more on the shore. Wait. There, here. Okay. No. Where is it? Ugh! This is so tedious. Where is it? Ugh! Alright. There we go, one more. Right? There we go. Sick. What's the Dust Crown ring? Grants extra magic castings but halves HP. Yeah, I'm good. I'm good, thank you. Alright, sweet. So I have an extra dragon scale, finally. And now I'm gonna run up this hill, just this castle, and see what goodness I can incur. It looks like there's one more I can get from the Valley of the Drakes, which should be through this way also. Watchtower basement key. Oh. All coming together. Oh! Is that Havel? I want your ring, pal. It's got my exact same stuff. One more. Oh! I did not know I was that low. I love it. Ooh. Nothing feels better than getting clunked by your own weapon like that. So I guess I'm gonna have a choice of rings to do. Maybe it'll be time that I break the Ring of Favor. Or maybe this wolf ring, we'll see. You get poise from armor too. I think someone was saying before that like with that ring you can get a mid roll with the full Habel set. Not with this weapon though, there's no way. This is like the second or third heaviest weapon. The Demon Great Axe I think is the heaviest. I think it's like plus 18. This is 18. 22 for the Demon Great Axe. 18 for the Demon Great Machete. Nothing else is like that. I was not messing around. And whose stuff is it if he's here, you know? I think maybe I want to make sure I get the ring from him. I never found that covetous ring. Shit. Oh shit. Nice, okay. $138. Shit. Alright. See where we're at here. Oh, I'm so excited. So it's 69.3. Right? Oh boy. Oh. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. I am the man I've always meant to be. What's my poise at? 121. You don't need the ring when that's your poise. Wait. Where the fuck am I? This is the basement key undead bird thing that I was reading about like a long time ago. How does this? Oh my god, I'm so happy. Oh yeah. Okay, well, I don't think I'm really gonna change from this. So I'm gonna dump a lot of stuff into this. Who are you? Oh, this is this place. Oh, okay. All right. It's all coming together. You guys have no idea what's coming from this game. Oh my god. Ugh. Oh my god, this is great. Is he uninterruptible? That's the question. Oh man, I'm so happy. Wait. Isn't there... Didn't they say there's somewhere to get to the Valley of Drakes? Where would that be? Let's do that first while I'm still here. Oh, look at this. 138.6. Plus a dragon scale, looking to get another dragon scale. I'm just Havel. It's just who I am. Oh, yeah. Look at me. Thick lad. I'm like a armored crab. Okay. They said something about like the bottom of Dark... I remember what I was reading about was like the bottom of Dark Root Basin is the way to get out of here or something. Look at that damage. I think I'm pretty far from... Yeah, I'm like with... Yeah, I won't be able to do this and the sword. The shield, that'd be so funny. How much is the Havel's Great Shield? 26, wow. Can you believe that? Excuse me. I can hear something. Will I fall to my death? Ooh, a ladder. Imminent Drake? Yeah, we covered that already. So I guess I can try this way, but I don't think... Remember this from before. Look at him, he's so mobile. So strong. This would be a fun slide. I would like that. Climb of the century. Yeah, I remember this. Oh, that was close. This doesn't feel like a way to get to the Valley of Drakes. This is where Sif was. Roughly. Maybe it's the other way? Pardon me, sir. poise through the fucking roof. Alright, where am I going here? What was that? That actually really hurt. Okay, that's where I was. I believe, though that red sign looks a bit odd. Some glare on my screen, making this slightly more difficult. So here's the bridge. Right? No? Ooh, that's close. Unfazed. Oh, I know where I'm at the far end. The 5 humanity is a little bit excessive. I think I would have got Havel's ring regardless. Okay, so I'm on the far edge where that thing is. I guess I'll just keep going this way. I see shit. I feel like I don't see the homies here anymore. Which odds of drops right now must be like 80% of their, like, for these guys particularly. I guess these guys are gone because Sif's gone? Oh. Get this guy. Even like the fucking arrow goes fast. Crazy. Oh, it hurts. Not the right time to stop, bud. He's really like, these guys are quite strong. Overpowered. Oh, really? Jesus. Let's die. Thanks. Black bow of Ferris. Ferris's hat. Okay. That's supposed to be a really good bow. No wonder he's so good. He's the chosen one. Only back up so far. A place full of trees. Okay, I'm like 90% sure this is not the right way to go. But as you said, as we kind of like thought about before, there's not really like been struck. There's There's not really like a way to get to Blighttown easily, if I recall correctly. Okay, I'm the Juggernaut, bud. This is too late for you. Your parlor tricks won't work on the likes of me. It's a kitty cat app. I know this is not the right way. They said Dark Root Basin. I think. He's mad. He's still mad. Oh. There should be the mage over here still. Right? This guy doesn't really have it anymore. Alright, pal. Where's the mage at? Oh, he ran himself off a cliff somewhere. These guys back here? I have reset since then, right? So I feel like maybe that shortcut was pretty good. Clunk. Swimming in moss clumps. All right. A tremendous amount of souls just to waste. Funny how there's nothing really near here. Alright. This guy's got a cool design. It's already dead? Right. But this is the spot that says try. It just doesn't seem like a good spot. Try right. Got me. You got me. I took this way, right? It's the fastest way back. Maybe we'll come out of here. Stop. You guys are tenacious. That'd be dispiriting to fight a guy with this much poise. In basically, like, plates of stone. Alright, where am I going? This way. Is there one more? I've been licked. How upsetting. They have a cool design. I like those guys a lot. Alright. This is just death, right? But what else is here? This is a circular chamber. There's nothing in it that I can necessarily see. Where I came from? Yeah. This goes to the butterfly? Is that how this worked? And then to the top to the watchtower key, right? Maybe I'll use a homeward bone. Back to the bonfire and go back the other way. Sucks to be that guy. Stone greatsword. See the weight on that bad boy. Nice, cool. Okay, so one thing I can do is I can have the blocker now for some sort of niche scenario. Without any downside. 68.5. I can only go to 69.3, right? So having that is cool. Okay, so this is the area that I was... No, that's the one that just takes you back. Alright, it's fine. Ugh. So fat. Okay. I'm kind of lost. If I go this way and down, it's the same. I'm really glad to get Havel's ring, though. I would have gone the whole game if I just had like a... What if I'd gone forward and like that's where you go to see Gwyn? Glad that I didn't have to do that. I'm glad I wasn't forced forward. So Dark Root Basin is here. Are there options for where I can go? You guys are really tenacious. Yes. Rough go. I don't know who you fought, but you did a bad job. Okay, this is where the Black Knight is. Anything else down here? This might be it. Yeah, okay, so it's here. Okay, I remember this actually. Alright, well. How much is my level up? 40,000? I can do that. Alright, more stamina? Oh shit, I'm not even sure what to do anymore. My poison resist is low. Everything seems to increase defense. That's interesting. Yeah, okay. So this is everything. Interesting. More stamina, I guess. I have a lot already. I'm never going to need more weapons. More strength is supposed to be like this, I don't know, it's supposed to be soft cap. 40 is probably as much as it can go. Dexterity, I'm not going to necessarily change weapons. So it's vitality or resistance, I guess. Or just more stamina. Let's get vitality 30. Alright. We finally figured out how to do this. Look at me. Everything I always wanted to be. There's a way to like get back here more efficiently. Okay, with extra humanity, I'll have a better chance of the dragon scales from those guys. Bump it up 1. Hopefully this guy commits suicide again, that's always fun. thought I got him to triple strike there. Here we go. Going here? Where the fuck did that guy go? Jump backwards. Here on. Can't even see up that high. There we go. I mean, I wanted a treasure. Come on. Alright. I am Havel, hear me roar. Rawr! The thing is, now I like most definitely don't have flexibility for rings. I'm just like stuck on most things for the rest of the game. Is there one more here? Yeah, so that guy always... So that's 2 times out of 2 that chamber-ass dragon, chamber-ass fucking Drake falls off the cliff. Hey, big guy. Alright. This takes me a long time to get here. Actually, no, it doesn't. Ooh. So, I think I remember one of the signs saying weakness feet, so don't get right up in him. The other thing was, it's lucky that the defenses on this gear is as good as it is, because I can't change to like a flame or curse protecting ring anymore. Alright. He's now awoken, so I kind of wasted my initial advantage, but at the same time, I'm a tanky motherfucker right now. I'm having a great time with it. Here, pal. Ooh, nice dodge. Oh, I still got him. Tough luck, pal. That 5% drop rate on a dragon scale would be a lot better with humanity that I have waiting. Just have to make sure I don't die to this motherfucker. Almost off the cliff. One more, come on. Damn, I think I did a lot of damage. Right? I guess these are Estus flasks. I guess those bonfires are like +5ers. Wow, look how narrow this is. It's like the width of my dude. Okay, it's very important that I get those souls back. Right in front of him. That guy's standing. Watch over the peak slime. Oh, nice dodge. Fucker. Hit him there, dude. Oh, don't kill me, please. Oh! I got up and healed, you idiot. I didn't think I did, but I did. A very short ride there. It's funny how he kind of like moves his head back. It's funny how he kind of moves his feet back and forth there. I can't lose my humanity. I have to be careful here. And then depending on how many souls he gets, I should be pretty close to enough to upgrade the Dragon's Tooth for 2 more. I should be close. Yeah, I should have enough for that. Four shots. That kick and the leap back are 2 things I am criminally underused in this game. The kick is probably good for if someone's ahead of you in pacing. So the thing is, the first strike seems to stun him, and then the second one requires a heavy shot. So I think normal, heavy, normal should kill him. Is that what he's doing? Alright, 7 flasks in a dream. Damn it, dude! His attacks are so easy to dodge, but I just, like, don't care, and I'm just banging on his paws. Alright, well... This is the way it's gotta be, this is the way it's gotta be. Don't die. I want that humanity. Once in a while, if there's some sort of like story reason to, I have to take the set off. He was selling that time. Okay, this is the run. Place to be in. I also feel like if people are doing dashes or if you somehow interrupt them, they tend to like take more damage. 392 versus 280, like 40% more. All right, this time. Just take turns between attacks. Don't get greedy. Oh. This is me getting greedy. Dodge that. Thank you. Dodge that again. No, not doing that. Oh, don't! I don't remember pressing the roll button there. Oh my god, I just rolled. Oh my god, that was so fucking free. And I just did some random ass roll. And he pushed me off the cliff. I can't believe it. There's some game I've played in the last few years where doing a roll too early, like the quarter second before the elevator shows, like has you like kind of like clip through the elevator and fall to your doom. I wonder what game that was. Hey, does this guy die to 2 heavies? No. But it almost does as much as a heavy. To... I can't have to fight this guy for the fucking 5th time. Like the slowest dude in the game. The one-shot every boss, then this guy. Don't fall off the cliff. Don't fall. Don't fall off the cliff. At a 1 in 20 chance for a dragon scale, I'm sure I'm getting unlucky so far. Can't believe that roll. What happened there? That guy's running for his life. Fair, that's how I feel. Oh, I can't believe I died there. Oh, I've been bitten. I've been bitten again. I missed him again. One more hits, one more. I'm gonna die. That was last second. Oh, he got. This guy is wrecking my asshole. There's always like this psychology to just trade the blows with somebody when they're that low. And that's obviously the time he chooses to hit me with the triple fucking claw for the first time ever. Love it. What a dickhead. This guy has beat me like 6 times now. I've one-shot 3 of the last 4 actual game bosses, And this guy sitting on a hill with 3 moves has killed me 6 times. Oh my god, I love it. I think they make the story bosses maybe a bit easier. Where's your second attack, asshole? It's 4 hits either way. It's like almost pointless to hit him. It feels like almost pointless to hit him with the heavy attack when it's 4 hits. I think it might be 4 hits regardless, or 3 if you do double heavy. Don't fall off the cliff. See, it's 4 hits unless you do triple heavy. It means it's 4 hits regardless. Oh, like really? Stress myself out here. Some days it's gonna be some random ass roll that goes in a different direction. Or like that when I change hands to scratch my eyebrow. And then it touches some button and I roll off a cliff or something. I'm gonna lose this humanity somehow. At least he always starts with that one. Fate feel now. Oh no. Did you do the triple? Patience. Where's his paw? There it is. This guy's just never gonna die. Oh. It's relentless torture. Please die. Please die. Everything's fine. Oh, there we go. We're doing great. Okay, now that I have all this, I have 2 extra dragon scales. Where does this go? It doesn't go anywhere. Maybe people use it to attack him and kill him ranged. That's cool. As I recall, there's nothing over here. Okay, I have enough souls for 2... Wait. There's a whole thing here. Okay, do I go back for those dragons? No, I checked this out. Sure. I wonder what over here is. Maybe this is the way that links to the other stuff? Okay, danger zone, got it. Dead end, okay, thank you for that. Look at the loot first. Check out that keep. Don't fall over and die. Large soul, nameless soldier. So can I get through here? This is the way that connects. So maybe this danger zone. There's one there too, I didn't see that. So maybe the danger zone is how I can find a key to get through there. It's likely though. How did I not see this thing? I swear to God I looked over here. Like it didn't like go through yet. Oh, cool. Alright. So losing the souls would suck, but I'm already over here. I guess I could go back and go up again. Whatever. It'd be easier back here. This is the Blight Town back entrance. I don't think I've been here before. I never saw this back way. This guy's not dead. Oh! Can't see anything. Am I winning? We're doing great. Oh, my 6 humanity. Oh, these guys would have done this anyway. Okay, so I don't need to go this way. Dung pies for everybody. God, I don't want to be back here. I'm gonna fall through some fucking hole in the floor and be here for like half an hour. Key to New Londo Ruins. Nice. Okay. Worth it. I'll see you guys never. I'll never be back. But now you won't know for next time you play how to get back here. I don't care. There's so many video games in the world, you know? Can't have them all. Okay, this is great. This is great because I'm now done with all of them. I got a nice little shortcut next time. Excuse me. Okay, so it's here. Will this guy upgrade my Dragon's Tooth? Should be able to, right? He always says that, but he doesn't do anything, like, helpful. Just makes bitchy comments. Reinforced weapon. Stone greatsword. Twinkling titanite. Where's my big boy? Come on. Upgrade my big boy. Oh, look at that. Incredible. Is it 10,000 again? Oh, you need one more dragon scale for this? Alright, well, at least I have some. Okay, in the meantime, reinforce armor. Havel and I you can't reinforce Havel? Well, that's a bummer. Varys' sweet hat. That awesome hat. Okay, so Havel is not here. What a sad state of affairs that is. I wonder if other things can get better than Havel just purely by being able to. Maybe someone else can do it?
Goodbye then.
By then, yeah. Alright, let's repair equipment. How's my stuff doing? Maybe this guy's just a little bitch and won't repair and he won't, like, he's not capable of doing certain things. Maybe I should go to the big guy. I have a funny feeling it's just not repairable. It's not reinforceable, but we'll find out. Is this the right one? This is the wrong one. This is the way out of here, yeah. Okay, alright, so we're all doing great. So I guess I could try to farm those guys for see if I can get another dragon scale. That'd be pretty cool. It's a little bit of a mission, but I can do one more round. Six humanity is what kind of drop rate? Item discovery 186. Everything. The skill for... Okay, alright. So I'm glad. This is a lot of clarity. Made this big ass chili yesterday to make with nachos. It's like a Texas style chili. I didn't actually really like it. It was, you take dried anchos and chipotles, you kind of heat them on either side, then rehydrate them with water for like half an hour, and then you saute onions, add a bit of garlic at the end, put that in the blender, then add the chilies to the blender, and a bit of water and spices. So cumin, cloves, cinnamon were the spices. Hey buddy. And then you saute some ground beef into like in these tiny little meatballs, and then add that all basically together and simmer it for like an hour or so. I found it pretty tasteless. I didn't really enjoy it. You add a little lime juice at the end, and so that was. So I kind of made like chili nachos with that, but I have enough of the stuff left over where I should be able to make like a kind of like a burrito bowl style. He's going a little crazy right now. He's like turbo mode. Don't drop off the edge, you're fine. So I should be able to make like a burrito bowl with like rice and leftover guacamole. These guys are gonna for sure kill me. Let's just have to fight in this dickhead ass area. What if that last guy died? Maybe he was the one who drops the dragon scale. This is badass. $68.5. I got like 1.6 wiggle room. Triple hard shot. This is the guy that goes all hyper on me. There's another one come behind me. In the dragon scale. No. Okay, this part's hard. even closer to the edge now. Okay, I'm not even getting my attempts in with the humanity. Which makes it slightly less efficient. I'm trying to think if there's any other sort of like dicking around stuff I want to do. So I'll probably, since it's already 4 o'clock, I'll probably quit in like an hour. I probably won't get into like whatever this next intense part of the game is. I don't feel like I need to like level up or anything. I'm in the little fucking 80s already. So is there any other areas I haven't explored I can think of? I don't think so. I think I'm pretty covered. Does that take more endurance? Doing more damage now for sure. Unfuckwittable. He does 50 more damage than before. Lightning is too obnoxious to do two. This guy jumping from here is great. Okay, quick. Nice, okay. Okay, I'm really like brute forcing these dudes right now. Oh, just in time. Love it. Ooh, this guy's getting a little spicy. We're doing great. We're doing just great. And have enough souls for my next upgrade. A Giga Dragon's Tooth is here. This is so cool. Try this guy. Don't come off the edge. Oh. No way. Holy shit, man. That's crazy. I killed like probably 20 to 25 of those guys. And I got 2 in a row. Holy cow. Or 2 out of 3? Which one was it? I forget already. And the mental blur of joy that I just experienced. The weapon could probably only go to top +5 anyway. That means I probably need 2 more. It's probably gonna be 3 dragon scales. There's some guy you can trade with. I read that. And then somewhere in the Ashlands. I think I'm going to the Ashlands next. So I have a credible chance to be able to get the next upgrade. What's mine now? Just to be clear. This is only +2 right now. Okay. So what I definitely don't want to do is like just farm them. That's boring. I mean, farm them further. Just to be clear. Alright, we're looking great.
What? Oh, 1 second. 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 1 sec
Another 29 attack power. Dragon Tooth 4 is only one more. Nice. Okay.
Bye then.
Great.
Keep your head, you really helped break me.
Thanks, pal. And then I'm gonna check out the other two smiths, see if they'll tell me anything good. There's one other thing I wanted to check as well. I wanted to check the person I bought the moss clumps from. See if they like, is there anything they like that I have, or is anything, if there's any like other interactions I can have with that person. Or either, right? She's good.
Framped that you have agreed to link the fire.
She's framped.
I thank you sincerely. Finally, I'm...
Is there a faster way to get to Undead Berg? To lower Undead Berg now? I don't remember. Alright, can you fix my Havel? I think if...
I've seen one of my achievements. I can produce it.
Nice, sure.
Well, you've made it.
Nice, okay. Reinforced armor. This guy can't do Havel set either, right? No, I assume no one can.
I'll be seeing you. Be careful.
Nice having the option of a divine weapon, I guess. Is there treasure over there that I've never once seen? Because I always go the other way. Wow. Watch it be something just amazing. Full armor set. Can you imagine? That was like something I would have used. Like, I probably would have, honestly. Like, this looks sick. I could have had this. 46.6 is, like, even reasonable. This is actually so good. Damn it. Oh, well. Can't win them all. 25% of this is... okay, half of this is what I have now, so it's 69.3, and then half of that is 34.6. So you have to be under 34.6 to have a quick roll. Oh man, I would have totally used that set. That looks really cool. Can't believe I never saw that. You do. Damn, dude, that's brutal. That was like one of the coolest looking sets I've seen, too. So I would have like for sure used that. 49.6, I think it was. I couldn't have used all of it. I'll try with this. I'm gonna block this guy. Oh, it's doing a stamina? One hit me. This is actually really cool. Oof. Hey, heal up. Go ahead. So cool. Love it. Actually so fucking badass. No, it doesn't work. Or I'm bad at it. Quite possibly that. These guys are crazy strong. Did I hit that guy before, or did I just one-shot him? He like really hits hard. Because that takes so much of my stamina to block. I got poised now, bitch. Still so annoying. This is like one of the strongest like duos of enemies there are. Okay. Sure are. I don't know who Artorias is. Still can't do anything, I see. Look at this, you can even upgrade them. It's such a cool set. Oh, it has some pretty good looks over the years. This is repair. He's got all the good stuff. $14, $20, $26,000 for the set. That's so heavy. Oh my god. Okay, so I'm mostly covered, I think, for the things I wanted to do and can do. Is there any sort of place that I sort of skimped over? The charging block. Now that's a move. Do you have anything else to say?
Thou hast filled the Lord vessel. Indeed, a worthy successor thou shalt be. My patience was not for nil. I beg of thee, succeed Lord Gwyn, and inheriteth the world's fire. We have only thee. Please, father's role thou should assume, and inheriteth the fire of our world. Thou shalt endeth this eternal twilight, and avert further undead sacrifices. Kingseeker Freft, the primordial serpent, shall guideth thee. Now thou shalt go forth, chosen undead. May thou be one with the sunlight forevermore.
Right? Crystal Cave. He's like, what do you want, dude? This one's a weird one to have a warp to. This is a weird one to have a warp to, because did I not just fall down here? This is a really weird place to have as one of the warps. I see nothing here. But there's the Abyss too, so I guess they just do it for the Lord Soul places. Right. Is there anything else I can think of doing? There's a couple of chests here. I could farm those dragon scales, but I kind of think that's a bit of a bitch move. I'm pretty strong already. Hey, Mika! I was actually thinking about you the other day. How are you? I was thinking, like, once I started playing this game, how there's, like, kind of different communities for different games to come to visit. And you were, like, the one regular person during the Deus Ex time. How are you doing? Good. Managing the winter fairly well, are you? Ooh, that was a nice move. Okay, I want to get to the other side so I can get the turning thing. Yeah, it's a very mild winter, I find. I'm in a more mild part of the country than I usually am used to living in, but it's still been, like, pretty good. And other people who've lived in, like, other places I've lived have felt the same way. An arrow in my bum. What have you been up to? Do you like this game? Oof. Okay, where's the way to spin up this? I have to go higher, I think. Okay, this isn't where you do it. Where's the chest on top of there? So I gotta go up a level and then cunningly drop down, I think. I played the original a bit. Wanted to get some stuff done before spring. Yeah, this is the original, the remastered version of it. Or unless you mean Demon Souls. I don't think I'll play Demon Souls because I don't feel like playing the older one, and I don't have a PS5 currently. So Bloodborne and Demon Souls are gonna have to be off the docket for now. I noticed when I played Octopath Traveler, kind of like more boring JRPG style, there's definitely sort of like less volume. But Valheim and Dark Souls have been like a little more fun for sure. A little more interaction. What stuff do you want to get done before spring? Like stuff around the house? Or more like outdoorsy adventures and stuff? That is so hard. It's so fast. Ooh. Okay, so where is that treasure chest? On the other side? Or is it a different room? Work stuff? Yeah, yeah. 'Tis the season. Okay, so I want to go to the other side. So satisfying. What was I gonna say? Okay, I gotta find out where the spinning thing is on the other side. How does one get to the other side again? I guess I gotta do it from over there. Oh. So did you watch the Super Bowl? And if no, did you watch the World Cup earlier this summer? Or earlier this fall? Okay, I guess I gotta spin around this one. Go here and then up, I guess. Here and then across. I have arrows shooting my back. Yeah, it was well. Actually, both games are pretty good this year. There's a lot of really good matches in the World Cup, especially the final. And it was a pretty entertaining Super Bowl. It was pretty like high scoring. That's all you can really hope for. Okay, where's that chest? There it is. So how do I get to that chest? So I spin and then drop halfway, I guess. Oh, too slow. To my death. Now I gotta go back to here because I didn't stop at a bonfire. That was weird. I was like, where am I? Warp to Duke's Archives. I think both finals this year, like just generally, in both sports, just generally were pretty great. Oh. So what's the best way to go? Here and then up. Satisfying one. Feeling real heavy right now. And real unblockable. Awesome. I recently got a ring that like probably increased my like carry weight by a huge portion. Somewhere I can wear the heaviest armor in the game and one of the heaviest weapons and just be fine. Just be good to go. Oops, now I gotta go to the other side. How fast that is. Holy shit, man. How'd you like now? Haven't seen him do that before. Oh, he's dead? Alright. Oh. This in there. Okay, so... So I want to go... How do I do that? Want to go up a level again, I guess? Oh, got to reset, right. Have you been playing any other like FPS games? Like similar to the like Doom mods you were playing before? My soul should be here, right? Let's try this again. Like you're early on into those games, you mean? I actually looked up one of the like last ones you were talking about. Oh, it's another death. Okay. This is not really worth doing. This is dumb. The one that you were talking about before, I forget the name of it. When I was playing Deus Ex and I was by the gas station before Area 51. I remember looking into that one that day. It seemed pretty sweet. Oh, okay, it's time to recover this. Oh, you play Disco Elysium. I love that game. There's very, very few games with a more like distinctive, like artistic feel to that. Like, it has a feeling that you think about when you play other things. I had a lot of fun playing that. I did sort of like an intuition police detective type build, I think. Where he's like, I think Shivers I had. Hey, fellas. I'm one level too low. Finish Ion Fury is on FPS and Forgive Me, right, yeah. I think it was Forgive Me Father, but I forget. I finished the Silent Age, that is a short point and click adventure game. When was it made? Oh, nice. I remember playing a fair amount of point and click games like when I was a little kid. I remember playing Full Throttle. I remember playing Sam and Max Hit the Road. I remember playing the Indiana Jones games. It's a good deal. Your game choices are often economical. I see do that. Ooh, how you like that? Has that same company made other games? Did you look into it? This guy's a real fast drawer. I respect that. A real weapon. Okay. That's a cool thing about mobile games, like the reduced budgets. It can often mean that like a game is sort of like rushed or something, but sometimes it can be nice. I've really consistently been surprised by how often mobile games are like, or a lot of times that games I liked as a kid, just because of the graphical difference, have ended up being mobile games. Okay, am I really gonna do this one more time? I don't see any other way to get to this thing. Sides. Slipping off it. Well, one last try. Oh, that's pretty good. Oh, so close. Basically, I'm just kind of like dicking around doing the last couple of things because I'm at a point where I am going on to like a bigger part of the game, or like a part of the game I'm not sure I can come back from. So since it's already 4:30, I don't think I'm going to do much more today. I'm not going to start this next big area. So if there's a couple of treasure chests or a couple of things that I had forgotten about before, now's the time to do them. But mostly it's been like heavy two-handers that I've enjoyed playing in this game, or at least that I chose to play this time because it's such a classic Dark Souls feel. Oh, I dodged that one. Nice. This is the 6-eyed channeler. I have this guy's gear. Game choices I make depend a lot on game length. FPS games tend to be shorter. Disco Elysium is definitely a longish, complex game. But I think if you have played the game multiple times and want to work on replay value, I think Disco Elysium you could probably knock out in like 6-8 hours maybe. So if you played it recently, then you got to take advantage of the fact that it's like completely revamped now. They completely voice acted the entire game. That was not there when I played it. Okay, now we'll do one more. Yeah, they did like a, I think, I'm not sure what the reasoning was why they did it, but they made a big investment in, oh, this is it. Oh, yeah. Evelyn, what is that? Ooh, I hope I don't have to come back up there to get this. I'm gonna really fuck myself over. I'm not sure what else they really did, but with their director's cut, or whatever the update was where they fully voice acted the game, like it was a huge patch. It was like 6 gigabytes or something. They had like some random podcaster in the earlier version doing what? Yeah. Yeah. I think they basically just like upgraded everybody's to the director's cut. Sometime in like 2021 or something. It was big news. They like really updated the game. I gotta see where my souls are. Yeah, but now, like, the second game they were doing... Please don't say my souls are up there. My souls are up there. Fuck. Oh, man. The second game they were doing was supposed to be something that was, like, more futuristic. But there's been a lot of controversy at the company. And basically, essentially, it was like an artist collective. And someone found a way to do a hostile takeover of them. But he essentially used their money fraudulently to purchase them. And there's been this big thing where like the group is sort of split, and some people stayed, and some people left the company. And it seems like the ability for them to sort of like enact this like really insane, ambitious, creative vision they had of like some joined universe or something has more or less been kind of wrecked. At least from the news I read, it seems unlikely that with like let's say there's originally 6 people, like 4 of the 6 are now split off, or whatever the numbers are. It seems like their big plans for a big collective are not likely to go through. Yeah, but like the main court charges were that the person who bought them, like, essentially through like shady accounting, bought them out with their own money and then like returned it sneakily. So yeah, it just seems like they trusted the wrong guy. I think a lot of companies know the ways that trusting the wrong guy can be. Trusting the wrong investor when you want extra money is pretty rarely going to turn out well. Really brutal. But they had big plans, and they were like exceptionally confident. I was impressed by everything they did, I gotta say. Okay, so I really have to do this time. I think I got it. No, I missed it? Oh, I got it. Oh, thank God. Nice. Alright. I'll never be here again. How do I get out of here? I think I use a homeward bone. Okay, let's go to the other side. Oh! Damn, I didn't know I was so low. I thought I was full health. Oh. But I think they were in Estonia. But regardless, it was one of those things where in 2019 where it came out, it was very surprising to see how across the board like game review websites were saying this was like a Game of the Year candidate, despite it only had been out for like a month or two by the time they do those end of year lists. And just like the overall like reviews and like thoughts on the game were like exceptional. And so I remember playing it a few months later. I don't know. The music's so fantastic. So good. What is this thing? Purging stone. What the fuck is that? What did you do for your thought cabinet? Not your thought cabinet, but like your overall like points into how you played. I remember one of the first times I played. I think I beat the game twice. I was very impressed by like finding that cryptid in that final island where you see the sniper. Oof, I fucked up there. Game's a genius work. There's so much local stuff. I don't think a random reviewer can know any of the references. Local stuff like Estonian stuff? Yeah. Interesting. I didn't know that. I mean, I guess a lot of what they're saying, you could see. Interesting. All right, I'll trust you on that for sure. I thought it was more like a overall European feel to some degree, but what you're saying, I definitely buy it. Have you read much of like the classic Russian literature? I've read like a lot of classic books overall, but the Russians are like, or just generally translated works are like pretty low in my horizon of how many classics I've read. Is there a bonfire around here yet? Alright, so there's one more place I wanted to go. It was Undead Bird. What's the best way to get there? Do I go Undead Parish? Let's go here. Yeah, I've tried to read a lot of classics over the years, especially with like taking a lot of English in college, etc. But like, I don't think I've really specialized in that to any degree. Long dour ones. I mean, I like dour work. Sort of more serious stuff. This guy's still here? I remember I was in Frankfurt one time, like getting brunch while I was waiting for a flight, and at that point I was reading Goethe, and people were like, "Oh, really? Do you know about him? Like, this is like basically he's from here. Is that why you're reading it?" I'm like, "No, it's just a complete coincidence." Frankfurt was nice. Frankfurt is like basically a government town. You can sort of tell. This is essentially the first place I went to in this game. So to come back here at this point with like my current heft, it's pretty satisfying. Another place I'm intrigued by is, wait, where am I even going? I'm trying to go to Lower Undead Berg. Is that this way? Is it this way? If I go that way, go across. Oh yeah, there it is, right. Are you from a similar area like Estonia where you like know that kind of history, or do you just get a sense of it? I don't even know how large of a country that is. I don't think very large. Ooh, nice dodge by the doggy. That was sick. Excuse me. Okay, I'm done being bullied by these guys. Never again. Can I get through here? This looks like a place I should be able to get through. Oh well. Figure it out. These guys used to bully me too. Now I came back from high school and I'm all jacked. This was another place. This and Orlando both had really good ways of setting up, giving you a bunch of weapon choices, or giving you a bunch of new weapon sets. There's a place as well, maybe the depths or the catacombs or somewhere that gave you a lot of like caster gear. Remember that pretty distinctly. Overall I've had a fun time with this. Oh. What do you guys feel dumb? This is the way down to the sewers. This is a rough part of the game. I'm just gonna let that guy go. How bad could it be, right?
Julia, I thought you back plenty of...
Does she have anything else that I want? Wouldn't mind some more of these. An 8? Oops. You can buy humanity here? Purging Stone reduces curse buildup and breaks curse. I have one of those. Seems like something I could get more of. Two of these.
Tell me honestly, you think I've gone to that side, don't you? That I've cracked my head and gone hollow.
I think you have.
You do, don't you? I can see it in your eyes. You trust a batch of moss over me. Tell me honestly, that I've...
Just some cool stuff. Most of it I have a lot of now. Maybe one of these is good to have, just in case. The other stuff I don't care about too much.
Come again if you...
Alright. So I am good enough for today, I think. I'll leave this guy alive. He's cute. If I stand here, is it easier to hit me? Good for you. You did it. His arms are still waving in the air. So, is there anything else I can think of doing or any people to check out? Not really. Nothing in here. There's those random, like, doors with a fall that are in... These dogs do come in. Okay, so that should be enough of that. They punt the dog down the road. So I think that's most of what I wanted to do. Is there anywhere else I can think of? There is the dragon. That's near here. I can spend a few minutes checking that out. So if I go up here and climb up to the top, is that dragon still here? Hey, bud. Alright, simmer down. We're all friends here. The guy's just waiting for me. Sneaking a cheeky little heal. Oh. And I want to check out what happened with all this, because I could never get into there because of the dragon. And I never, like, resolved that. So, if I go, is it up here? Oh. I take very little damage from that now. Okay, I take that back. I take a lot. Okay, well, I think I can tank this. Play more. Okay. Hollow Soldier waistcloth. Oh no, I don't die now. No, I'm good. He's gone. Okay. Undead Parish. I've never been here. Okay. Oh, let me light them on fire. What the hell? Okay, so this is the same area as before. Interesting. So this could have saved you time before. Yeah. I still can't light it. That's weird. Why is that? There we go. So the angle is messed up. Okay, what's out here? Nice. Alright, this is cool to know. Where's this? The guy's alive, but I'll let him live. You guys are having a rough time out here. This is a gorgeous view ahead moment. Okay, I know where this all is. Yeah. Right. And this is the climbing area. Okay. Nothing here. And then this is the way to the start of the Undead Parish. So it's basically just a different way of going about it. Okay, cool. What about the dragon? You gotta just ignore that? Now this guy's gone. Where does he go? That's interesting. Chased him off. Is there anything up there? That's just the way to the cathedral, etc. Nothing new here. I've been here. The guy's praising the sun. I don't know how to use this. Okay, so once you get there, you're good. But I think there's almost no way of getting there early in the game. Unless maybe you have some sort of like pyromancy thing or something. Can I think of anything else? Saint ahead? Yeah, he's the best. Okay, there's the big giant on top of the keep on the way to Anor Londo. That's something else I could think of to check out and kill. Alright, I'll do that. I'm gonna bull past all the homies. I've been stabbed. One was down there. I think that might be enough for these guys. These guys are one-shottable before, let alone now. Hey, fellas. Oh, who's this? That's the lady from the other thing, right?
Hello, I am deeply indebted, for it was not within my power to save
Interesting.
Vince or Nico.
I was wondering about her.
Thank you enough. In case you have not heard, I am Rhea of Thorland. I only wish there was some way I could help you. But I am inexperienced and I only know the art of miracles. If that could be of any help, speak to me again. I would maybe.
Nice. Got a new gesture. Divine Blessing. Fully restore HP and undo irregularities. Isn't that just insane? You're the one? I mean, I'll definitely take that. What's force? Cool. Nice. Love it.
Vince and Nico were fooled by a lout named Hatches and turned into hollows. My prayers did them no good. It is my ignorance, my frailty that has sealed their fates.
No, you're... Oh, stop it.
He realized my weakness all along, and thus made the decision to abandon me. I can hardly blame him now.
Alright.
Then be safe. Farewell.
You're fine. This goes down to the Firelink Shrine. I remember making this run a lot to the Bell Gargoyles through these motherfuckers. Things are changed now, fellas. Watch them kill me. Thank you. I got the Dragon's Tooth and the full, because I finally got Havel's ring. I found Havel. Oh, shouldn't have bought that. So I finally got the Chunky Boy set, and I'm just like still under a mid-roll. Oh yeah. And then I also found a set. I also found this set here, which I had never noticed, but it was like just after the two guys boss. That's like near the goddess. And this is actually pretty sick. I would have used this, like, I would have used at least parts of this for a lot of the game. It's heavy, it's pretty strong, really, really good. But I just missed it. It was like just around a corner that I never looked at. What can you do? How many bosses have I killed? I'm not sure. I killed all the Lord vessels. So now they opened up a passageway under the place. So I guess I'm going on to like maybe some stuff that's the end. I'm not sure. I'm getting pretty close. I think. I kill a guy in the dark with rings. You'll have to be more specific. feel like I've been here before, despite that being broken. Oh, this is where this guy was, right? Okay. Yeah, this is the golden guy who was like all kind of creepy looking. Never know what happened to him. I'm not sure. Like, I've killed the 4 Lord Vessel bosses, the 4 Lord Souls, which was the 4 Lords, Gravekeeper Nito, Neath the Scaleless, and I think one other, the Witch of Ezelith. So I've got all those done, and now you go under where only the worm can take you underground, and then I fed all those souls to the Lord Vessel, and then a big door opened up. I can't think of the rings around the wrist, but the last area I did earlier today was an area that was like totally dark, where I had to wear a different helmet to illuminate it, and then it was full of like gigantic skeletons. It's called the Tomb of the Giants. It was brutal. So much of it was in the dark. Yeah, I know this is not the place to go.
Greeting. I am pleased.
Interesting. Do you think I have these all along?
Hast thou acquaintance with Petrus of the Sun? I will
Yeah, it was definitely a dark area skeleton looking guy.
likely found.
I'm just not sure. I'm sure there might be multiple versions of that.
For is he not too drenched in sin?
This guy is such a weirdo.
Thou art welcome any time. It is only human to commit a sin.
This guy is just asking to have his ass beaten. Okay, so the last thing that I was thinking of doing is to think. The last thing I was thinking of doing is if I could make it. Forget where it was. So it was before. It was right before Anor Londo. So where would that be? Because there was a big giant on top throwing rocks at me. And I always ignored him and just like fought the boss because he threw like flaming barrels at me. So I was wondering if I could maybe fight that guy now. Yeah, jumps go from like not dangerous to fully dangerous at some point. Full big dog style currently. If the guy you're talking about is Gravekeeper Nito or whatever he's called, yeah, bought that guy. Alright, fellas, bring it on. Oh, how's that feeling? I also still don't understand. What does this mean? Secret snake? Cramped? Here we are, the Undead Parish. Alright, people just trolling here. I love it. This guy just loves them. Alright. That claymore probably would have been like something I would have used earlier too. If I had found it. Where is that claymore at? I want to see how good it is. Yeah, really strong. See scaling too. Nice. Cool. Okay, so this is the way to the Dark Root Basin. You want to go up through Sin's castle. Set up this bonfire, I guess, in case something happens. Where's that guy going? He's running for his life? Yeah. Legit one of the most annoying parts of the game easily. Oh. These guys one-shottable? No. Okay. This is like totally not worth it. Did I get all the Titanite guys? The Titanite demons below? I think I did. At least most of them. Yeah, this used to be a heavy and a light shot, I think. Silver Knights with their wonderful expressions. Oh. Yeah. My death. Gotta respect it. That loading screen said repair powder is fragile and cannot be taken along. What does that mean? Keep spinning. Alright. I can't believe I'm going back to this place voluntarily. Have I not learned? Have I learned nothing? Have I learned nothing? I think I actually got like more stunned by blocking. I think I got more stunned by blocking with the shield than I did by just like walking into him. I wonder if that dragon will even still be here. Okay, still nothing in here. Onion Man is no longer down here, shockingly. Famously annoying part. But I'm a lot tankier now. Alright, where's next? Guy's definitely in. Is there a guy here still? No. Alright, everything's fine. Climbing. Bouncing our weapon off the walls. Hey, pal. Oh, that was a mistake. Am I good? Wow. That's how much poise I have. I can run into that now. Amazing. Okay, this is most of the way out. Yeah, okay. So is this guy still out here throwing shit at people? That's the question. Is this giant still here? There's a giant. Yeah, it still is. Alright, pal. Your days are numbered. He's a bit slow in the uptake. There's a knight over here. Oh. Mercy, I've been stabbed. Titanite shard, lovely. What's over here? This is where the cage is? Oh, nothing. Okay. That guy's got it coming. He threw a lot of fucking barrels at me before. This is the cage I've never tried to go through before. I'll do that when I'm done here. Big fella. Good try, good try. Okay, the boss was over here. What's that? What's this over here? Used to be a person here, right? I remember someone being here before. Yeah, I wonder what that thing is over there. Let me get that first. Oh, that's how you get up to Anor Londo. Okay, got it. I'm gonna go mess this boy up here. Oh, alright, big guy. He's mad. That's it? I was hoping to get something from that guy. Alright, whatever. I thought there's like... Somebody told me there's like a hammer age or like some sort of giant armor you can get from him. Oh well. Alright, so I've more or less done everything I want to. So I will now... Am I too heavy for them to pick me up? That'd be nice. Having trouble there, fellas? That's the Duke's archive there, right? It's so sick. This is a big part of the game. This is when I was like, okay, there's a lot more to go. And then I saw this guy, and I was like, no way this guy's gonna fight me. And then he very much did fight me. No one likes that Praise the Sun. They like the other one. Done with all these dudes. I'm out of here.
Go ahead, even and on.
Thanks.
The bonfires, they are linked to, yet never... If you require rest, that is.
Okay. It's all fine. All right, good session. Let's see what tomorrow brings. Okay, Valheim in a couple hours. I'll be back.